Let me tell you something that might surprise you, maybe even shock you a little. If you are a woman over 60, and especially after menopause, eating fish every day is simply not enough to keep your muscles strong. I know many of us grew up hearing that fish is the healthy protein, the safe choice, the clean choice. But here is the truth. No one really says out loud. After menopause, your body does not hold on to muscle the way it used to. When estrogen drops, your muscles become harder to maintain, about 40% harder than men your age. So it is not your fault if you feel weaker, even when you are eating healthy. And honestly, that is where so many women get stuck. You eat clean salads, a little grilled fish, maybe some fruit, and you think you are doing everything right. But in reality, you might be missing the amino acids and minerals your body must have to fight muscle loss. Many women over 60 actually eat far too little protein without even realizing it. Here is the part that really opened my eyes. Researchers followed women ages 65 to 80 and asked them to swap fish for 4 other types of seafood that are less common but much more powerful for women our age. Their muscle strength did not just improve, it jumped between 32 and 48% in only 6 weeks. So if you have been feeling weaker lately, if standing up from a chair is harder, if stairs tire you out, if your arms or legs just do not feel as strong as they used to, these 4 seafood choices might completely change your body and your confidence faster than you think. If you are a woman over 60, you already know your body changes in ways you never expected. One of the biggest and quietest changes is muscle loss after menopause. It does not just make you feel weaker, it affects almost everything in your daily life. When your muscles shrink, your bones lose support. That means higher risk of thinning bones, more pain in your hips and knees, slower healing, and a metabolism that feels like it has stopped working. No wonder 1 out of 3 women in the United States over 65 says simple, everyday activities feel harder than they used to. And these changes show up in such real and personal ways. Maybe you cannot pick up your grandchild the way you want to. Maybe carrying groceries from the car wears you out. Maybe walking up a small flight of stairs leaves your legs shaking. Maybe your belly feels softer or lower even though you are eating less than ever. Or maybe the fear is deeper than that. Many women quietly worry about losing their independence in the future. They do not say it out loud, but the thought is always there. What if I cannot take care of myself one day? What makes this even harder is that so many women try to do the right thing, but do not get the results they expect. Eating clean sounds good, but clean eating often means too little protein. Many women stick to fish, salad, fruit, maybe some yogurt, and think they are giving their body what it needs. But your body after 60 needs more building blocks than that. Some women skip breakfast, thinking it will help with weight, but that only makes muscle loss happen faster. Others avoid anything that feels high calorie and end up starving their muscles without realizing it. Here is why that matters. If your body does not get the right kind of protein, with the right amino acids and minerals, it simply cannot rebuild muscle. And when muscle goes down, everything else gets harder. Even standing up from a chair can feel like work. The good news is that there are 4 kinds of seafood that fit perfectly with the needs of women over 60. They are easy to digest, gentle on the stomach, naturally low in cholesterol, and packed with nutrients that help your bones, joints, and muscles heal faster. These foods work better than regular fish for women your age, and they help your body absorb the protein more effectively. You will hear about all four in just a moment. But before we move on, let me ask you something important. Do you ever struggle to stand up from a chair without using your hands? Do you know how much protein you eat in a day? Have you noticed your arms or legs feeling weaker than they were 5 years ago? Tell me in the comments. I am reading every single one, and I want to help you understand what your body is trying to tell you. Now stay with me here, because I know the word snails might make you raise an eyebrow. Most women over 60 in America have never even thought about eating snails. But let me tell you something surprising. Snails are one of the most powerful muscle foods for older women. And the reasons make so much sense once you hear them. First, snails are packed with iron. And if you are a woman after menopause, there is a good chance you run a little low on iron without knowing it. Low iron makes you feel tired, short of breath, and weak in the legs. Many women think it is just age, but sometimes it is simply iron. Snails give you a gentle, natural iron boost that helps you feel more awake and less worn out. They also give you magnesium, which is a lifesaver for nighttime cramps. You know those sharp little calf cramps that hit at 2 a.m.? Snails help calm that down. Magnesium relaxes your muscles and stops those sudden jolts that ruin your sleep. And here is the big one. Snails have protein your body can absorb easily. After 60, your stomach does not break down protein the way it used to. Snails make that job easier. Your body uses the protein to build real strength in your arms, your thighs, your back, all the places that start to lose power as you get older. On top of that, snails help fight inflammation. If your knees feel stiff or your hips get sore when you walk too long, this can help calm that down. Many women are shocked at how much lighter their joints feel after just a few weeks. Let me tell you about someone named Marie. She is 78 years old, sweet as can be, and she came to us barely able to walk across her living room without stopping to rest. She used a cane most days, and she kept saying her legs just did not feel like they belonged to her anymore. We added snails to her meals 3 times a week. Nothing crazy, just small servings prepared gently. After 4 weeks, she walked into her appointment without her cane. Her balance was better. Her steps were stronger. And she said she finally felt steady on her feet again. She was so proud, she almost cried. Now let me show you how to make snails in a way that tastes mild and comforting, not strange or strong. You can buy cooked snails in small cans, usually in the seafood section. Rinse them gently, then simmer them in a little butter, garlic, and parsley. The flavor turns sound and warm, almost like tender mushrooms. Most women tell me they cannot even tell they are eating snails. If you want ideas for meals, here is a simple plan. For breakfast, mix a few chopped snails into scrambled eggs for extra protein. For lunch, add them to a light soup with spinach. For dinner, toss them into whole grain pasta with olive oil and lemon. Easy, gentle on the stomach, and powerful for your muscles. And this is just the first food on the list. Wait until you hear the next one. It is even stronger. Now let me take you to the next food on our list. And I promise you this one is a game changer. Octopus. I know the word might sound a little fancy or even a little scary if you have never tried it. But stay with me. Octopus is one of the strongest muscle-building foods out there, especially for women over 60. And once you understand why, it starts to make perfect sense. First, octopus gives you a huge amount of protein. It has around 30 grams of protein in just 100 grams of meat. That is more than most types of fish and even more than many cuts of chicken. When you are over 60, your body needs more protein than it did at 30 or 40 because your muscles do not repair as quickly. Octopus helps fill that gap in a big way. But there is something even better. Octopus is rich in copper. Copper is a mineral a lot of older women do not think about, but it matters for your skin, your hair, your energy, and even your mood. Copper helps your body make red blood cells, which means better circulation and more oxygen getting to your muscles. Many women who eat octopus regularly say their skin looks fresher and their face looks less tired. That is the copper working. And then there is taurine. Taurine is a natural compound that helps your muscles recover after movement. If you ever feel wiped out after walking or grocery shopping or going up a few stairs, taurine can help calm that fatigue. Women after menopause tend to lose taurine more quickly, so adding octopus is like giving your muscles a soft blanket to rest in. Now, I will be honest with you. Octopus can be tough if it is cooked the wrong way. And older adults need foods that are tender and easy to chew. The trick is slow cooking. When you simmer octopus gently for a long time, it becomes soft and tender, almost like slow-cooked chicken. Another simple trick is to boil it for 45 minutes before adding it to any dish. After that, it stays soft no matter how you use it. Here are 3 easy ways to add octopus into your meals. For a comforting stew, mix cooked octopus with potatoes, carrots, and a little tomato broth. It becomes warm, soft, and perfect for lunch or dinner. For a slow-cooked dish, just put the octopus in a pot with garlic, onions, lemon, and olive oil. Then let it cook on low heat until it melts in your mouth. And for something light, slice it thin and toss it into a salad with greens and olive oil. It gives you protein without making you feel heavy. Octopus is one of the best foods in the entire seafood family for stopping muscle loss. Women who add it to their meals even 2 or 3 times a week often say they feel stronger when standing up, steadier when walking, and less tired after moving around. And we are only halfway through the list. The next food is even easier to use and brings fast results for women over 60. Now, let us talk about something a little more familiar and a whole lot easier to enjoy. Prawns. Most women already like shrimp, so this one feels a lot less scary than snails or octopus. But what many women over 60 do not know is that prawns can be one of the best foods for your hormones, your energy, and even your skin. First, prawns are full of iodine. And iodine is a big deal for women after menopause because your thyroid depends on it. When the thyroid slows down, weight goes up, energy drops, and everything feels heavy and sluggish. Many women think it is just age, but sometimes their thyroid is simply starving for iodine. When you add prawns to your meals, you give that gland the fuel it needs to wake up again. A healthy thyroid means better metabolism and fewer sudden weight changes. Prawns are also super easy to digest. Unlike heavy meats that sit in your stomach for hours, prawns break down quickly and gently. This is perfect for women who deal with bloating or acid reflux. You get the protein without the heavy feeling afterward. There is another bonus too. Prawns contain astaxanthin, a powerful, natural antioxidant that helps your skin stay bright and calm. Many women notice their skin looking smoother, less puffy, and more even-toned when they eat prawns regularly. Let me tell you about Helen, a 72-year-old retired teacher who came to us with constant low energy. She said even making her bed tired her out. She started adding prawns to her meals 3 times a week, just small portions here and there. After 2 weeks, she told us she felt lighter and more awake in the mornings. After 4 weeks, she was walking around her block again without needing to stop and rest. She said it felt like someone finally switched her body back on. Now a quick warning. Try not to fry prawns. When you fry them, you lose a lot of the benefits and you make them harder on your heart and joints. Keep them simple, steam them, grill them lightly, or toss them into soup. Your body will thank you. If you have high blood pressure, here are a few low-sodium ideas. Make a simple prawn salad with lemon and olive oil. No need for salt. Add prawns to a bowl of steamed vegetables for a warm, gentle meal. Mix prawns into a light rice bowl with garlic and herbs. The flavor comes from the herbs, not salt. Prawns work fast, taste familiar, and feel easy on your stomach. And best of all, they help your energy come back in a way that feels natural. When you are ready, the next seafood on the list is the one that helps your joints, your bones, and your strength all at once. Now let me introduce you to one of the most powerful foods for women over 60, mussels. These little shellfish may not look like much, but they carry a kind of strength your body absolutely loves at this stage of life. If you deal with joint pain, stiff knees, soreness in your hips or neck, or if you feel wobbly when you walk, mussels can make a real difference. First, mussels are rich in omega-3 and copper. When these 2 nutrients work together, they help calm inflammation in your joints. That means your knees feel smoother, your hips feel looser, and your whole body feels less stiff in the morning. Many women tell me that after a few weeks of eating mussels, they can get out of bed without that slow, careful first step. Mussels also support your bones. After menopause, your bone density naturally drops, which raises the risk of fractures. Mussels give your body minerals that help rebuild and maintain stronger bones. It is not a magic pill, but every little bit of daily support matters. And there is more. Mussels help your muscles recover faster. When your muscles recover well, your balance improves. Your steps feel stronger, and you feel safer walking around your home or out in public. Better muscle recovery also means you can stay active without feeling wiped out afterward. Now let me show you how easy mussels can be. Cleaning them is simple. Rinse them under cold water. Pull off the little string on the side if there is one, and throw away any mussels that stay open when you tap them. After that, cooking is even easier. Put them in a pot with garlic, a splash of water or broth, a little butter if you like, and close the lid. Steam them for 5 to 7 minutes until they open. That is it. The flavor is mild, warm, and perfect for an American-style meal. Here is a simple meal plan to help you get started. For breakfast, add leftover steamed mussels to a veggie omelet for extra protein. For lunch, toss mussels into a light salad with lemon and olive oil. For dinner, make a small bowl of steamed mussels with whole grain bread to soak up the broth. Let me tell you about Carol, a 74-year-old grandmother who struggled with knee pain for years. She said she could barely stand up after sitting for a long time. We added mussels to her meals twice a week. After 3 weeks, she told us she could stand up without holding the table. After 6 weeks, she was walking around her backyard again. She said her legs felt alive for the first time in years. Mussels are simple, affordable, and incredibly powerful for women over 60. And now that you have all 4 seafood options, you are ready for the part that surprises most people even more. Now here is the part that most women never hear about. You can eat all the right seafood. You can do everything you think is good for your body. But if these 4 foods are still sneaking into your daily routine, they can quietly erase your progress. This is especially true for women after menopause, because your body becomes more sensitive to inflammation and muscle loss. Think of this part as the truth no one tells you, the part that makes everything finally click. Let us start with the first destroyer: flavored crackers and low-fat snack foods. They look harmless. They look healthy. The box might even say guilt-free or heart-friendly. But here is the real story. Most flavored crackers aimed at older women are made of refined carbs. No real fiber, no real protein, just quick sugar disguised in a crunchy form. When you eat them, your blood sugar jumps fast. And when blood sugar spikes, your body turns off its muscle-building mode. After 60, your muscles are already fighting to stay strong. These snacks make the fight harder. Many women tell me they reach for crackers because they want something light. But light does not always mean good. Light sometimes means empty. And empty food leaves you weaker than before. Now the second destroyer is something a lot of women love in their coffee or desserts: sweetened condensed milk. This one is extremely common in Asian American and Hispanic households, but it shows up everywhere in baking. The problem is simple. Sweetened condensed milk is sugar and fat packed together in a sticky form that hits your bloodstream fast. Once it gets in, it creates inflammation. And after menopause, even a little extra inflammation can lead to more belly fat, more joint pain, and slower muscle recovery. It also blocks protein synthesis. That is the process your body uses to turn the food you eat into real muscle. If that process slows down, your muscles lose strength even if you are eating well. Many women say they cannot figure out why their belly gets bigger while their meals get smaller. The answer is often hidden in the little things they add to their drinks or desserts without thinking. The third destroyer is one many women use because they feel tired: energy drinks. I know it feels like a quick fix. You feel sleepy and you want to stay awake. But energy drinks do not help your body. They hit your system with caffeine and chemicals also that push your cortisol levels sky high. Cortisol is your stress hormone. And when cortisol climbs too high, your muscles shrink faster. Women over 60 are already more sensitive to stress. These drinks make it worse. They also trigger anxiety, heart-racing feelings, and trouble sleeping. And sleep problems are already a huge struggle for many women after menopause. Without sleep, your muscles cannot repair themselves. Without repair, muscle loss speeds up. Some women only drink half a can, but even that is enough to interfere with recovery. Now let us talk about destroyer number 4, fast food burgers. This one is a big deal because the fats used in fast food are not normal fats. They are trans fats. These fats damage collagen in your skin and in your muscles. They speed up aging in your joints. They increase inflammation in your knees and hips, and they make your muscles slower to recover. Many women tell me their joint pain gets worse after eating fast food, but they never connect the two. Once your joints hurt, you move less. Once you move less, muscle loss speeds up. It is a chain reaction that happens quietly but quickly. These 4 foods work against everything you are trying to fix. They make muscle loss faster. They make inflammation stronger. And they make your body older than it needs to be. But here is the good news. Once you remove these destroyers and replace them with the 4 seafoods we just talked about, your body finally gets a chance to rebuild. Women who make these small changes often feel the difference in just a few weeks. Stronger steps, better balance, less pain, more energy. And now that you know what helps you and what hurts you, the path forward becomes a whole lot clearer. So now you know the 4 seafoods that can truly change the way your body feels. Snails to give you steady strength and calm your joints. Octopus to boost your protein and support your skin. Prawns to wake up your thyroid and bring your energy back. Mussels to protect your bones and help your muscles recover faster. These foods work beautifully for women after menopause because they give your body exactly what it is missing. And here is the truth. I want you to remember. You can still build muscle after 60. You can still build it after 70. You can even build it after 80. Your body has not given up on you. It just needs the right support. If you want a simple daily routine, start here. Pick 1 seafood from the list and add it to a meal. Spend 15 minutes doing light resistance exercises like bands or body weight. Eat a breakfast with real protein so your muscles have something to work with. Small steps like these can change the way you move and how confident you feel. Before you go, tell me something important. Which part of your body feels the weakest right now? Your legs, your arms, or your back? Leave a comment and I will help you choose the best plan for women over 60.